Hey people, Incubator 53, Steel Province, blue team. Incubator is a plague champion, starts off with a damage of a time bolt gun, can get melee weapons, some strong utility and support alongside. Slaaneshi Cacophony is back and he's louder than ever with an Inquisitor, offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee. What is this? Why can't I see your face? Oh, this is that weird blacked out scheme that Angry Bird used to do many years ago. It was annoying then, and it's annoying now, Slaneeshi. You're listening? Look, everything just looks like a blob. All the contrast is gone. And rounding off this team is old broken down Python with a Force Commander. Very good offense, fighting in melee, some powerful support and disruption. The very crisp looking Ultra Marines DLC. Red team, another Inquisitor, this time Jamona, lets us see their Inquisitor, which is very much appreciated. Look at this. She's got a face and everything. Alongside Centzontotochtin with a Mekboy, teleporting hero, fighting in ranged combat, puts out some good damage and has a bunch of orky gadgets. And we have another plague champion rounding off the team. It's Alex, the Colonel of Fools. He's been promoted from the Herald, or I guess, or something, with the Night Lord's elite scheme here. Force Commander up against him on the east side. Meanwhile, west side, trying to threaten the stomp is the Sentinel, but it's on the way. Did not fall for it, did Incubator. Some Nurgle worship going on, as you might expect. Although, needs to get a little bit closer, I think. There we go. Here's an assist from Slaneeshi. Full army coming over. They should be able to 2v1 against Jamona and force them off. Indeed, that seems to be the case. Does that mean it's 2v1 the other side? I guess I didn't need it. The Force Commander beat a run-in. And now Centzon needs to be careful here, because they don't want to rush to the west side and just get 2v1'd. To kind of hang out, try and poke and prod and buy some time. Looks like they're 1v1 against Slaaneshi here. War Banner goes off, boosting the effects of damage bonus and speed and stuff. So much war. Well controlled though by Slaaneshi. They got a lucky special and then came in with the Sentinel Stomp and mopped up the Orks really well there. Here comes electric armor though. Look at that. That is painful. And double CSM there to shoot up these low health guardsmen. Bloody hell. There's a lot of death. A lot of death. That was like 10 guardsmen dying, I think. Inquisitor of Jamona is going back to the west side to grab the VP. Am I saying that in any way somewhat correctly? Usually I say Jamona, which I know is wrong. Maybe I should just say Jamona and stop embarrassing myself trying to say it correctly. Here comes Cacophony Devils for Slaneeshi. The Inquisitor did go down, by the way. She was wading into melee and stuff. There's the double CSM for Alex. And straight into Raptors for Incubator. There's the jump. Might get stomped. Oh, maybe not. Perhaps he's on cooldown. Oh, they did stomp. That guy's stunned. That was a very quick stomp animation. Little bit of repairs from the Mekboy. Friendly Mekboy there. We got big shooters on the double shooters. And Havocs on the way for Incubator. Alex with Eternal War up on one of the CSM. And we do have some Nurgle worship. There's double Eternal War now. They can do some good damage to the Force Commander if they all focus him down, try to get him off the field quickly. But double CSM, I think, is quite slow economically. We'll see how it goes. Python does have Assault Marines as well. They can jump them. You're going to have to counter them with the Plague Champion and those Heretics, maybe. Heretics died over here. Those were Incubator's Heretics. And the Plague Champion might go down. Lots of Daka, a bit of electric armor. Down he goes. Got that big shooter from the mech. CSM hanging around. Some friendly knockback there from the Catachans. And they're, I guess, looking for some melee here on the shooter boys. Very versatile squad, these guys. Can disrupt from long and short range. Can suppress with their shotgun. And can support with their smoke grenade. Also got some good power melee too. Are they going to drop a model here? Maybe. Sentinel's chasing them down. What's this though? It's Havocs all of a sudden from Incubator, suppressing that blob of infantry very effectively. That's the smoke grenade up from the Catachans. Inquisitor gets shotgun blasted. That's Jamona there with the Holy Brazier. You saw the Holy Pyre earlier, and Rosarius is up too. Anything for Slaaneshi's Inquisitor? No. Double war banners behind that little shock blocker there. Lots of las guns for the Inquisitor's face. Oh, a little bit of melee there from the Catachans, and she might have died. She might still die. I don't think so though. She's okay. More heretics on the way for Incubator. Alex went into Havocs, and they are defending their power here. Pushed back with flame attacks. Looks like the Assault Marines did a lot of work. They did drop a model though, and Python got the wreck point. Assistance from the Sluggers. Can they get a model off these Tactical Marines here? No. Heretics are maybe going to take the wreck point back. No. There we go. Kicking off towards the red team's power. Electric armor, though, terrifying for those guards. Are in a good stomp, though, from Slaaneshi. And here come heretics from Incubator with an aspiring champion. Catachans versus Raptors. It's a very dicey fight for Raptors because of the power melee. Almost lost them there. They did get away. And that was with Total War CSM shooting those guys. Can they finish them off? 1 hit point. Look how many shots they're taking at 1 hit point. There we go. It took the bolt pistol shot from the aspiring champion, because heretic pistols are horrible. A bit like slugger sidearms, I guess. Alex goes tier 2 first. It goes the Flamer purchase and the Assault Marines and Shotgun and Sergeant for those scouts there. I don't think it's worth getting a Blood Crusher though, but Blood Letters will do some work here, that's for sure. 436 to 472. Doubling up for the power bash here are the red team. Turn and pouring fire on that Sentinel. Down it goes. That was a lot of Daka. All of a sudden, very much Daka. Level 3 Mekboy. They're staying on this power bash. Havocs are here though. There's some disruption. There's a suppression. Raptors are here. CSM are here. CSM should be waiting to melee here as well. Looks like we've got a full retreat, and the blue team are going to be able to cap up, I think. Was that worth staying there for that long? Once the Sentinel came in, I think you back off and try to stabilize a bit. But they really wanted that full bash, I suppose. Pushed back to there. Power is Python. Force Commander. I wonder if we'll see that Thunderhammer, eh? Haven't even gone tier 2 yet. Did a little bit more requisition. Oh man, Alex had a rough time over here. Lost the Havocs. Lost the Heretics. Did not get anything on the Plague Champion to help control the Assault Marines. I guess they already spent quite a lot in tier 1. They wanted to get their tier 2 going. Here's some more Havocs on the way for Alex. Catachans for Jamona now. Shooting up the power. Can they get it all? Oh, those Sentinel missiles though. Also got the spotlight. 384 to 472. If you're wondering why you've never seen the spotlight before, it's because it's added in 295. Inquisitor here with the Inferno pistol for Slaaneshi. There's Touch of Nurgle. Judgment is up on those Orks. Not sure why they ran in to the Touch of Nurgle Heretics and the Raptors there. Maybe they were trying to target something behind, or it was a misclick or something. Big stomp from the Sentinel. Well played. Catachans as well. Well aimed grenade barrage there. Raptors need to flee, I think, because yeah, the Catachans will mess them up. Jump away. And then move back forward. Guess they want to fight some more. Well, they forced off the guardsmen. I guess they're right near base, but I thought they were just going to wait for the Catachans to come in here. Raptors got their aspiring champion. Dropped a model there to the Catachans. And the Sentinel leveled. Yeah, the Sentinel leveled. In the mid, we've got some guardsmen capping. Alex has recovered with double Havocs and some Heretics in tier 2. Python is now in tier 2, and looks like they dropped their fully upgraded scouts and they had to replace them here. Chimera on the way for Jamona. We have Mark of Khorne Havocs. What about the other fellas? Where are they? Here they are. More Mark of Khorne Havocs. There's Touch of Noggle on the Assault Marines that jumped in. Big damage spikes on those Assault Marines there. Still jumping though. Still jumping down to a single model, but I think he's going to be okay. Unless these guys melee him, or they didn't melee him. I think they might have finished him off if they did. Those double CSM with Eternal War, I think one attack from each of them would have been enough. Down goes the Plague Champion of Alex, but they're right here. They should get revived. Mekboy teleports in for some electricity. Then some friendly fire from the Weird Boy. 309 to 472. West side. Incubator pushing against the Imperial Guard. We have some Mark of Khorne Chaos Space Marines. And Mark of Khorne Havocs getting some good damage on the Chimera here. Really good damage. It's going to go down because Raptors are there with the heavy melee maul. 292 to 472. VP lead for red. But blue team had a couple of decent fights there. The east side was maybe even. I mean, they killed 2 or 3 Assault Marine models at least. We got the Judgment up on you from Slaaneeshi's Inquisitor. She's going to grab that central wreck point. Stormtroopers being sneaky, as they do. Assault kit is in, so they get a frag grenade and stuff, and even longer range hotshot las guns. Or are they called hell guns sometimes, aren't they? It just calls them overcharged hotshot las guns. Is hell guns a thing? I remember that from somewhere. Mopping up the west side is Incubator. Double shooters and Weird Boy is all Centzontotochtin has at the moment. Artillery spotters are up, getting their flare shell, which gives them vision. Are they doubling up to go for the power here? Orks are in defense. And there's a bunch of Daka. And there's a foot of Gork. Smack! Did it wipe out those Havocs? It did. Holy crap, one-shotted those Havocs. I don't know if they were leveled up. Must have hit all 3 models perfectly. I mean, they had plenty of time to run away. I guess they thought they could take the hit maybe. Take a bunch of damage, but then set up again. Didn't work out. Incubator got hurt really badly. Lost the Plague Champion, lost those Havocs. I think the red team can retake the west side now. Got an improvised explosive here. Who is this from though? This is Jamona's. Oh, Slaaneshi doesn't have their catechins anymore. I are good at noticing stuff. Chaos Space Marines with a Eternal War and Marco Zinch for Alex. These guys without a mark. They are not favoured. Tier 3 for Slaaneshi. Here comes a power bash. Maybe. They're thinking about it. They got their Commissar. Now they're ready to go. These fellas also got their Commissar. That means they reinforce 3 at a time. The Commissar can also break retreats with his Execute, and he's a decent little combat unit as well in there. Much better than the Sergeant they can get in Tier 1 anyway. Here's a jump. Jumps in between them to suppress them both. And they be a run-in. So we'll see if they break their retreat here. They should. I don't think it starts on cooldown or anything. They're not breaking it. They're not breaking it. Weird. You'd expect that to be broken and then they can just turn around and start shooting again. But off they go. They're retreating all the way back. 264 to 413. Force Commander's found some Havocs and kills them. Level 4 Force Commander here with no war gear. Suggests Python wants to turn him into a Terminator in Tier 3. Plague Champion's having a good time now with the Plague Fist. There's that Pestilence Strike there, and the Armor of Pestilence also up, making him super tanky, although still needs to run away. Touch of Nurgle. Those Assault Marines might need to run away as well. They can't jump out here. Don't have the energy for it. Looks like they're going to make it. There is a cooldown, by the way, on that on the touch of Nurgle going off. I think it's 3 seconds. Something like that. It's like the exact same cooldown as what is on the Doom Blast, I believe. Back in the very early retail days, there was no cooldown on that explosion, and you can just get explosion after explosion after explosion. It was nuts. 231 to 413. Power bashing here from Slaaneshi. Inquisitor gets level 3. The Inferno Pistol doing its thing. And they're going to get a full bash with the help of some Chaos fellas. These guys got a decap as well. Inquisitor of Jamona is down. Are those guys going to get the wreck point? Maybe. What's this? Kicking off. Big Champion just popped his Aura of Decay. Drops a Noxious Cloud. And they show no fear is up on both of the Tactical Marines. Oh, love the Daka into Noxious Cloud. Look at this synergy. Scouts are wiped. And Tactical Marines have to flee. And there's a burner bomb there as well. If that burner bomb was chucked in the right place, like a bit further this way, that would have been insanely effective. And they took out those Tactical Marines. Really bad fight for Python all of a sudden. Was not happy with that. Great synergy there. 231 to 384. Those guys, again, not breaking their retreat. I guess they are a little bit low on models there. They want to reinforce anyway. Ogrins on the field for Jamona. That's what they've got. Double Guardsman and the Ogrins. Inquisitor's still down, but she should get the revive. We got a Lehman Russ on the way for Slaneeshi. Again, straight on that power is Slaneeshi there. Ripper guns for the Ogrins that they smack you in the face with. Not the most subtle troops. Commandos be running. Oh, I guess they decapped this, did they? And then got jumped. Double CSM with Eternal War and Marco Zinch now for Alex. Lots of anti-heavy armor damage going on. What's that? Teleported onto the VP. Inquisitor did get revived by the Mekboys, now almost level 7. Ogrins have their bonehead leader. You can tell him he's this fella here with half of his skull with metal stuff on it. So I think they find the smartest Ogrins and then do some surgery on their brain or something, don't they? To make him a bonehead. Warp Vomit. Didn't seem to hit those raptors there. Some electric armor. Weird Boy runs. Lots of plasma guns now. Looking at these Chaos Space Marines, they are level 3. Some Daka from the Commandos. You know what? They held up to that barrage of plasma pretty damn well, I think. Stayed in play pretty well. Dropped 2 models though. Incubator's upset about something. Oh, was expecting Slaaneshi to follow them in. But Slaaneshi was not interested in that. They've got a Lehman Russ though, with a Vanquisher Cannon on it. 203 to 366 on the VP. So here comes a Nub Squad for Centzontotochtin. Python is in tier 3. Has no power though, just got some Vanguard veterans up. Alex needs to apply some pressure on that side. Oh, there's a Terminator Force Commander now. That's why they've got no power, because this fella's in. Vanguard veterans forced to retreat. They get a bunch of power weapons. They'll be more effective at fighting the CSM, but they're already going to beat them. It's quite a hard sell for me, I think, to get Vanguard veterans when you're giving up the Melter Bomb. Melter Bomb is such good utility. It's a tough choice to make. You get power melee and more hit points for the trade. But I think they still do their jump in and tie stuff up job pretty damn well. And that Melter Bomb is so good. I guess Vanguard veterans makes them much more killy, which is fair enough. You got some Chaos Terminators for Incubator. That demoralization effect, which is what they see here, this red stuff. Debuffing units when they make kills. Teleporting in. There's the Holy Pyre. Grenade chucked in there too. Raptors need to be careful. Okay, they're going to be okay, I think. Now's the Pestilence Drac thrown up by Incubator. Raptors do make it out, or do they? Is that last hit enough? Not quite. Not quite. They were being messed up by Jamona's Inquisitor there, I think. Here's your Nob Squad. There's Aura of Decay to knock them down. Create some space for the Chaos Terminators. Lots of Daka for the Plague Champion to deal with. Does he have the Mucus Discharge? Yes, they do. They've used it already, though. Zap thrown in there. Purgatus. Look what it took to stop those Nobs. It was running through everything there. Created so much space for the other Orks to come in. And the Guardsmen here. They're kind of colour coordinated, aren't they? Purple and yellowish. The Vanquisher's more suited to large targets. But I mean, it's still a big old cannon. Getting some hits there. East side, meanwhile, Alex has pushed up onto Python's power. Terminator Force Commander doing what they can with their Power Fist, and they've gone for a heavy Flamer, which I was not expecting up against Chaos here. I guess they can bash power super effectively with it, maybe, is their thinking. And they are up against Orks and Guardsmen, which will be not liking a Flamer. What the hell was that? I don't know what that was. Big bunch of fire or something. Raptors going after the Leman Russ. No, they're not. They're on the Leman Russ's side. This is what happens when there's 2 Plague Champions and 2 Inquisitors on opposite teams. I get very confused. Vanguard Veterans with a good jump. And another jump onto the Havocs there. How did they jump twice that fast? They're still level 1. Isn't it a 55 energy jump? Did they get a cheaper jump? Huh. Shrines, says Slaaneshi very loudly. Are they asking for a shrine? Or are they pointing out that their enemy has shrines? I don't see any, so maybe they're just asking for one. Jamona with a Leman Russ of their own on the way. Here comes a Nob Squad. They're going for that Leman Russ. They haven't got close enough to go into their melee charge, and they got hit by a artillery spotter shell there, a mortar shell. It did send some of them closer to the tank though. Holy Kaya in the mid. Well, on the contested VP, I mean. Terminators there with their autocannon. Mark of Corn CSM eager to get into a fight. They level 3. Ogrin smacking him around, and here's a tank to support, and some plasma guns are there too. Also going for Vanquisher. Again, I think those CSM held up pretty well there. Did a lot of damage to the Ogrins as well, with some support, of course. Terminators using their teleport to put more pressure on. I don't think that was needed, but it's not like they're going to kill this thing, is it? They're taking a lot of damage here now. 172 to 351. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Python. Incubator gets some more Havocs up, and why not? Smack. Smack. This is what the Plague Champion's saying. Repairs going in. They should be able to deal with him here. Big shot there from the Vanquisher cannon. Uh-oh. Stunned Terminators. You can't retreat Terminators. They really don't like being stunned. Really don't like it. Inquisitor also has a lot of tools to use, such as Excruciators. Again, they can't retreat out of it, so they're stuck here. And I think they're going to die. Yeah, down they go. It was really risky to teleport them up that far against an Inquisitor, and knowing that there's a weird way out as well. Something leveled up. Was it a tank? Tank is level 2. You have a Nurgle Predator 4. Alex, the Colonel of Fools. 172 to 315. More power harass from Slaneeshi. Oh, and a Judgment went off there. On the Shooter Boys, I believe. Terminator Force Commander's got his flamer, his heavy flamer, sorry, and knows how to use it. There we go. Look how quick that power bash is. Holy crap. It's like 3 seconds for a generator to go down. He did take a lot of damage doing that though. Just retreats through the wall. Don't worry about the walls that I put up. Just walk through them. Land Raider is going... Well, it's mid at the moment. Maybe they'll just push mid with it. Terminator Force Commander retreats back to the Land Raider. Might have to get inside of it. Oh no, he just changed the retreat point to the HQ and goes back there. Fair enough. The Land Raider Redeemer does have that multi-melter on top. It can threaten vehicles from close range. Meanwhile, west side kicking off. Leman Russ versus Leman Russ. Down goes Jamona's Leman Russ. But here come Ogrins to try and get some revenge. Those heavy melee Ripper guns can tear through even a tank. They hit you really hard with them. Baneblade on the way now for Slaaneshi. Nob Squad giving chase as well. Heretics are there. They might Doom Blast and run. No Doom Blast and no run. They're just fighting. Oh, there's the Doom Blast and run. A bit late, but they do make it out. Now Ogrins versus Chaos Space Marines. Chaos Space Marines dropping a model there. It's 3 versus 2 now, and here comes help from a Chaos Predator. Ogrins fell. The Ogrins fell. Plague Champion was in there getting some hits as well, I think. Kasrikin on the field for Jamona now. They've gone for the plasma guns, but you can freely switch their specialized weapons these days. They're limited to 1, and they have super speed and they inspire on kill. Look how quick they are. That's with the sprint active. Vanguard couldn't quite get the knockdown on these fellas. Might see a grenade for the Vanguard now. Again, they're not using the retreat break. Maybe because they've got judgment up on them. That was a sail on those Vanguard fellas over there. So the Land Raider is on the west side. Can they deal with it? Centzontotochtin has all of the red. So they could drop her rocks, and if everything goes to plan, go after them with the knobs and stuff. Plague Champion gets the blue team's natural VP. I think they're going to finish the cap too. Meanwhile, here comes a tank pushing very, very far up here. If I did this, something would just look at my tank and it would blow up. Lots of Daka. Vanguard dropping 3. No, only 1 model. How? How? Oh, they did die. That was nuts. They had like, I swear they had like 30 hit points and 3 models there right at the end. But they did go down. 138 to 255. Commandos do have their knob leader. He's got a rocket launcher, but you can't fire it on the move. And here's your Baneblade. Weird, blacked out, no contrast Baneblade. Oh man, messing up those Commandos. Meanwhile, Land Raider went more mid. Cyclone missile launcher on the tank did so much damage, and here comes the Terminator Force Commander to finish it off. Manticore on the way for Jamona. Leman Russ for Slaaneshi. Incubator with those same Terminators, I think. Yeah, I don't think they're new. Have they not got any other units up after the Terminators? I guess they are having to reinforce a lot and stuff. Plague Champion stunning the Nob Squad. They should have enough here to deal with them, surely. They're still sprinting on through. Where's that super tough beam? They do have it, but it wasn't on. Mekboy was trying to go for the Viper, I suppose. Blue team looking quite strong on this side. Still no sign of the rocks. And Jamona can use the rocket run as well. 138 to 238. as the blue team get that 2-to-1 cap. What is this? That was some tactical marines now retreating back to the Land Raider here. Tank busters on the way for Centzontotochtin. Help to put some pressure on. What are these guys doing? Do they want a manticore? They don't know that it's a manticore, do they? They're just base bashing here. Terminator Force Commander goes after the manticore. Gonna die though, and does die. Manticore gets a good shot on the Land Raider. But might go down to the Terminators. I think is gonna go down. There we go. But surely the Land Raider can't get out of this. Rocket run on base. That was from Slaaneshi. This is madness. Land Raider's gonna go down. And throws an orbital in there. Those guys need to hit retreat so they take less damage. Took out one of the base turrets. Took out 3 of the base turrets. Yeah, there's none on this side now. Okay, Python is down to 2 units. The Terminator squad and the Terminator Force Commander who got rebought, I suppose. That was really weird. Lost the Land Raider. Baneblade is still up. Lehman Russ is still up. They have a bunker of some... Oh, it's a medical bunker to the Hell 3 gen on those guardsmen there. Okay, Slaneeshi is trying to give out some instructions. What are these guys worshipping here? They're worshipping the VP. Oh, he wants those shrines. Play champion of Alex is down on the power there. Havocs take the VP back 122 to 210. Another Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Python. I mean, they weren't able to hit back quickly, were they? So it did create a hell of a lot of space for the blue team. That kamikaze Land Raider push. So much red for the red team. Might see a whole bunch of nukes on the next big fight. What is this? Oh, Terminator Force Commander bashing power effortlessly with that heavy flamer. So effective at that. Oh, they stole the bunker. Jamona's stormtroopers there. There's a sail on the Plague Champion. Raptors jumping into this massive blob of Orks, which does include knobs. That's going to be a bad fight for those guys. Trying to zoom in a little bit more. Some viewers asking me to zoom in on the fights a bit. They want to see the pretty models, you know. Mark of Khorne. Oh, they don't get away this time, the Mark of Khorne CSM. And Knobs barely took any damage there. Tank Buster Barrage. Messing up the Las Cannon. But they don't have any vehicles, do they? I don't think so. There's the remains of the Chimera over there. Which should provide heavy cover if you want to stand behind it. Chaos Terminator is way too far forward again. Dropping a model. Can they get onto the Baneblade? There's a Rocks on the VP. Good decent Rocks from Centzontotochtin. At least it stopped the cap, I suppose. Didn't really hit much stuff. 122 to 189. What is this? It's Heretics on the VP, but here comes a Land Raider. And look at the damage it does to them. They have some anti-vehicle here. They could try and mess with it. Got a couple of autocannons. Plague Champion puts up the Pestilent Strike, which should actually be helping out the Terminator Force Commander here. Oh, he teleports in. What's he up to? Gonna die. Oh no. Drops another orbital. Does go down. It does force a full retreat though, basically. Terminator's having to teleport. Blue team have, I think, stabilized quite well on the west side. Raptors jumping in, tearing through the poor guardsmen. There's some commandos there, but they're going after the weird boy. Can they get him? Can they get him? Plague Champion Oh, heals himself and survives. Raptors with another jump. Tearing through some commandos. Couldn't quite finish him. Good shot there from the weird boy. Here's some Terminators now. And they throw out the zap. I think the Raptors are going to be okay. They've actually done really well in this game. Incubator's Raptors. They're the first unit on their roster now. Look at the resources Incubator has. What are you waiting for, buddy? What did you get? Is that more Terminators coming in somewhere? It is. Got some more Chaos Terminators. What's their pop like now? They could get a tank up. Could get a tank up. 122 to 144. Where is the Land Raider? It's on the natural VP. Seems like a little bit overkill to look after the natural VP with an entire Land Raider. I mean, the contested is pretty stable right now, I suppose. Here comes the Knob Squad. I feel like they've been dealt with relatively well. They haven't really got in on a vehicle yet. And I say that, of course, they immediately get their hammers on the Lumen Russ. There's a shrine there, though, which will suppress them, as you see. And they are forced to retreat. Here comes Marco Zink CSM. They don't want to shoot at the Baneblade, though. There's a rocket run over there. Took out the Leman Russ. And killed a bunch of guardsmen, I guess. They're reinforcing off the shrine. They're going for the Baneblade quite hard. The Kashyyykin with their crack grenade or melter bomb or whatever it is tried to get it. Plague Champion versus Plague Champion. And a Nurgle-like nuke is going to take down the Baneblade, I think. Yep, down it goes. The nuke came in there from Alex. Down it goes. 114 to 109. The Land Raider Redeemer again pushed up really far by Python and goes down. Poor Land Raiders. The VPs are so close, and Slaaneshi wonders the same thing that I do. Jamona asking for the next Land Raider. Is there some type of beef between Python and Jamona? Brings the Land Raider all the way over here to push Jamona twice. 93 to 109. Lots of DACA for the Plague Champion. Gets in there. There's the Pestilent Strike. Gives him 80% range damage reduction. Also affects the enemy units that are there, though. 1-to-1 cat. More Terminators in from Python. All kicking off on this west side now. Here come those Raptors that have done so well. Jumping in. They don't have their aspiring champion anymore, though. There's a Rocks on the VP in the background. Terminator's having to teleport away from it. It's decapped, though. Raptors getting messed up by the Executioner. Holy crap, they're going to die, I think. Yeah, down they go. Down they go. Shouldn't have said they were doing well. Cyclone Missile Launcher getting a couple of hits on the Leman Russ, but it avoided most of them. Now they're on the VP. And those Storm Bolters are tearing through these guardsmen here. They got suppressed by something, actually. What did they get suppressed by? I'm not sure. 82 to 109. That shrine is still there. There's still a bunker here as well. Wonder why this wasn't a repair bunker. Maybe because the shrine wasn't up yet, I suppose. Plague Champion of Alex grabs the VP, well played, and Python's there to take it back. But it gets them a 2-to-1 for a little while. Spotters continue to be annoying, throwing a smoke shell in there. Just back off until the effect wears off, I suppose. We have Marco Zinch Havocs and Mark of Khorne Havocs, right? Yep. So they got their big weapons over there. Jamona's Inquisitor, level 10, goes for the decap with the Rosarius. Maybe they could used a mandate, but it looks like a 200 energy Rosarius is pretty damn tanky. Pretty damn tanky. She's got 1200 hit points herself as well. 75 to 103, kicking off again. Chaos fighting the Guardian in the background, and Chaos fighting the Guardian right here too. Rocket run, holy crap. From Slaaneshi. Seemed like it did some good work. There is a medical bunker there though, reinforcing that stuff. The shrine is down. The bunker is still there though. And Nob Squad are on these Terminators. It was a really bad fight for the Terminators. Unless they have lightning claws, Nob Squad chews through them. 1-to-1 cap. Baneblade number 2 on the way for Slaaneshi. Terminators, well, these fellas are not going to get away. Down they go. The other guys, oh, they're back here. Chosen Plague Marines are in. They have that passive damage aura now. 75 to 101. Level 9 Inquisitor for Slaaneshi. With that awesome Kogatas, of course. Jamona pushing up really far with the tank. Really far. Has the Cult of Speed from the Mekboy. Uh-oh. Chaos Terminator is getting torn up. Alex's Terminator is really far forward. I don't think they're going to make it out of here. Down they go. Chosen Plague Marine is doing really well immediately. Baneblade is out. 75 to 75. Down goes that thing. That was some Havocs. That was Alex's Havocs, I think, with the last cannon. Assail for the Chosen Plague Marines. They got a heal there from the Breath of Noble. And now they're in on the other Havocs. At damage of a time power melee. And they create some zombies using their Noble's Rot. Unfortunately, they aren't zombies with autocannons. They're just regular Chaos Space Marines. 75 to 56. Big old Demolisher Cannon there. Chosen Plague Marines having to retreat. There's a Nurgle-like nuke from Incubator. Forces a big retreat, that's for sure. We do have some flash kits on the field from Centzon. Blue team are on the VP, and red team got their natural decap here. Lots of dead heretics. Oh, another Nurgle-like nuke on the VP. No cap for you. At least not yet. Inquisitor of Slaaneshi just chased down a tank and got it. That was awesome. Jamona's not happy. Mekboy, also level 10, runs away. How's she so fast? Oh, she had Mandate up, I guess. +3 speed. Bloody hell. Tank got hunted down. Plague Champion of Alex still dead on the VP here. It's Land Raider Redeemer Part 3. The difficult second sequel for Python. Is it going to be driven right up here again? We shall see. Someone's a noob, says Incubator. Looks like the Terminator Force 1 is going to guard the VP now. Autocannon of the Heavy Weapon Squad doing some work. Those guys are really low now. What is their plan of attack here? Jamona could throw a rocket run in. Lots of demoralization, holy crap. Double autocannons, eh? Look at that. Look at that damage on those CSM levels. A level 4 Chaos Space Marines as well. Could not stand against them. I mean, I suppose you'd hope that 2 Terminator squads with a heavy weapon would do a bunch of damage. Foot of Gork gets a good hit. I guess their teleport wasn't available. We do have a medical bunker here as well. 58 to 26. Let's get a side-on view to see a bit more stuff here. Uh-oh. Terminator's in trouble, just barely able to teleport out. There's a noble worship. Can't reinforce off that though. 58 to 16. Have the blue team done enough? It's a single cap here. Need to get their natural. Red team also need to get their natural. Maybe this is enough. Tank Buster Barrage misses the tank, but the tank still goes down. Baneblade still in play. Red team need to get on this VP now. They run out of time. They've run out of time. Blue team take it with a single cap at the end. How did they win that? Losing 2 Land Raider Redeemers, losing a Baneblade. I guess the red team also lost their fair share of stuff. Absolute chaos. Literally. 2 Plague Champions here. We got a level 10 Plague Champion, level 10 Inquisitor. Terminator Force Commander can't level because he's a noob. We have a level 10 Inquisitor, a level 10 Mech, and a level 7 Plague Champion for Alex. So that's because they were down for the last 5 or 10 minutes, I think, when a lot of stuff died. Well, there you have it. I'm sure I missed half of what happened, but it was pretty damn fun. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.